Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the score is 62-54. Boston in Miami, first game of the Eastern Conference Finals. Jason Tatum's going completely off. 21 points early in the game. He has all the offense going for himself right now. Every shot seems to be falling. The hoop is wide. Tyler Hero has come off the bench and scored 15 points. He's carving them up, getting a bunch of assists, getting a bunch of rebounds too. He might be actually on triple-double watch depending on how his usage goes in the second half. Very impressive. Jimmy Butler's also doing his job as usual, scoring, handling business. 14 points if I'm not mistaken. So I think the what you're looking at in terms of the stats is the Boston Celtics are getting a lot of points in the paint. They have nearly doubled the Heat's point in the paint, and they're both shooting pretty much the same percentage from behind the arc. So the Heat are going to have to up their defensive intensity inside, and this is just what I thought what I would see. The Boston Celtics are used to playing a certain level of intensity. They've been tested more so than the Heat have, and the Heat have had a little rest, so they're a little rusty a little bit on top of all of that. They've had some lackluster playoffs. So you're coming into a situation with the Boston Celtics. They coming off a Game 7 where they, playing some of the best basketball of their season to try to close that series out. Jason Tatum's coming off a hot game and he's carrying that over. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that you need to just pay attention to. Basically, is what I'm saying, because the Boston Celtics really do have early lead in this series based on just how quick they came out and the intensity they applied to the Miami Heat. The Heat defense looks a little sluggish. They're a little small out there. PJ Tucker got hurt his ankle, although it looks like he'll try to go. But it's Robert Williams definitely needs to be mentioned in this game. 5 for 5 in the first half. He was excellent in that first quarter, getting easy buckets right away. It made a massive impact on this game, and I think a lot of what opened the game up for Jason Tatum was Robert Williams just establishing the paint early on real quick. So that definitely needs to be mentioned. He just got out to a real quick 5 for 5. So yeah, Robert Williams looks like he's feeling pretty good. Keep an eye open though. He's going to be relied to do a lot with Al Horford out. So the Miami Heat, of course, their scoring woes continue. But as long as Tyler Hero's looking as good as he does, and Jimmy Butler's continuing to score as he is, that should be good for their team. They just need to clamp things up on defense, figure out their rotations. Like I said in the previous video about this series, adjustments are really going to tell the story. Right now, it's just a fill-out game. Guys are seeing what works, what doesn't, seeing what works in terms of starting lineup, who you want to go with. Nothing's really established yet, so right now, teams are still filling each other out, but it's Boston who got out to an early lead, and you clearly see that Jason Tatum feels fresh and in rhythm, and he's flashing all over the floor right now, so they're going to have to do something about him. They're going to have to bang him up a little bit, rough him up a little bit, and make him a little more tired than he is, because he looks entirely too sharp out there. So if you're the Heat, throw a couple bodies at him, knock him out the sky a couple times. Yeah, that they need to make him a lot more uncomfortable. So that's what I see out there. Peyton Pritchard start off the series hot. He's on fire, and that's a good sign for the Boston Celtics as well, especially without Marcus Smart being out there. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing out there. Keep an eye open for Aaron Naismith. He had a fantastic block. That's a young rookie that they got back there, if I'm not mistaken. So we haven't seen him in these playoffs, but he made his presence known right away on the defensive end. So that's what I've been looking to see. What are Boston going to do if they start getting injuries? Who are they going to trust on the back of that bench that we have not seen? So Aaron Naismith just thus far, and I'll keep my eyes open for more from him. So that's what I got thus far, man. BDF44. I thank you all for watching, and I'm out.